Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Wednesday, December 14th, 2016. I'm Fredicia Liberd. The Nevis Island administration will continue to stimulate additional economic activities to increase the collection of the value-added tax VAT during the upcoming fiscal year. That is according to Premier and Minister of Finance, the Honourable Vance Emery.
We'll continue to enforce our current exemption policy, whereby no entity is exempted from the payment of this tax except where the law prescribes. In addition, we will commence discussion with the federal government for amendment of the single filing clause of the existing legislation to allow all business entities operating in Nevis, whether as branches or incorporated companies, to file and pay their VAT collection in Nevis. This will streamline the process of VAT administration for these entities.
Delivering the 2017 budget address, Premier Emery noted that the VAT collected in 2015 amounted to $33.2 million, representing 24.8% of the total annual revenue of the administration, with $17.7 million generated from domestic goods and services, including the tourism sector, and the remaining $15.5 million generated from the international trade.
The VAT collected during the period January to September 2016 amounted to $25.69 million, being 27% of the total annual revenue of the administration for that same period. This collection is on par when compared to the $25.7 million collected for the same period in 2015.
According to the Ministry of Finance, despite the removal of the VAT from a number of items, the reduction in the overall VAT collection has been minimal. The Inland Revenue Department is advising consumers to be vigilant on discounted value-added tax VAT rate day, Friday, December 16, 2016. Consumers should ensure they collect and check their receipts to ensure that the reduced VAT rate of 5% is actually charged and review their purchases. If a customer buys a good at the special 5% rate during discounted VAT rate day and exchanges it on the same day for another good, the 5% rate will still apply. The special rate will not apply if the exchange is done after discounted VAT rate day 2016. If a customer buys a good during the discounted VAT rate day and returns the item after the day for a credit on the purchase of a different item, the 17% VAT rate would apply to the sale of the newly purchased item, even if it would have been eligible for the 5% rate during discounted VAT rate day. If a customer buys an item before the discounted VAT rate day, but returns the item during the discounted VAT rate day and receives credit on the purchase of a different item, the reduced rate shall not apply on the sale of the new item. Consumers can also visit the websites www.sknird.com or sknvat.com for additional information and a list of approved businesses authorized to take part in the discounted VAT rate day. Meantime, businesses approved to participate in the discounted VAT rate day will be required to submit a schedule of the sales for that day by December 23, 2016 to the Inland Revenue Department. This would include all sales at the reduced VAT rate, zero rated or exempt. The required form is available at the Taxpayer Services Desk at the Inland Revenue Department. Additionally, the VAT collected at the reduced rate must be reported on line 135 of the VAT return for the tax period December 2016. Eligible goods sold under a credit or hire purchase agreement will qualify for the reduced rate of 5% if the sale is concluded on the discounted VAT rate day. Businesses are reminded that VAT on the sales under credit terms must be reported in its entirety, whether or not payment has been made in full during that tax period. Still to come.
Sylvester Josiah Meade won the first annual Photographer of the Year. He's had a wonderful year.
The details after this break.
Wally, the Queen of the Caribbean, bathed by its crystal shores, is the Caribbean's best kept secret. Nevis is known for its rich culture, which remains entrenched in the island's everyday life. We boast of having the Caribbean's greatest summer festival, GINGERAMA. The birthplace of Alexander Hamilton, my little 36 square mile island, is the home of the Bath Hotel, which is the first built hotel in the Caribbean. Don't forget to take a dip in the therapeutic Bath Springs. Take a few minutes to trot down to the ever-famous Sunshine's Bar and drink a world-renowned Killer Bee. Cuisine fanatics, you won't be forgotten. Our exquisite cuisines make you feel right at home. Live Nevis naturally by exploring the magnificent waterfalls and hiking to the top of our 32 Nevis Peak. Our lush vegetation and landscape deems a visit here the perfect escape. Nevis, Queen of the Caribbean. Hi, I am 19-year-old Zaria Brown. Travel with me over to our sister island St. Kitts as I represent Queen City Nevis in the Miss Caribbean Carnival Queen Pageant on December 17th. See you there.
Welcome back. The festive season is already here, which means it is also flu and cold season. The Health Promotion Unit in the Ministry of Health is appealing to the public to stay healthy during the season. The symptoms of the flu include high fever, headaches, extreme tiredness, often severe dry cough that can last up to 2 weeks, sore throat, running or snuffy nose, muscle aches, stomach symptoms such as diarrhea and vomiting. The emergency warning signs in children include fast breathing, bluish or gray skin color, not drinking enough fluid, severe or persistent vomiting, not waking up or not interacting, irritable, flu-like symptoms which may improve but may return but with worse cough. If children experience or exhibit these symptoms, they should be taken to the hospital immediately. Emergency warning signs in adults include difficulty breathing or shortness of breath, pain or pressure in the chest or abdomen, sudden dizziness, confusion, severe or persistent vomiting, and flu-like symptoms that may improve but may return but with worse cough. Officer in charge of the Health Promotion Unit and host of Health Matters, Nadine Carty-Keynes, outlines some of the preventative methods of the flu and cold.
Use regular soap. Antibacterial soap is not necessary. Just regular soap will work. Rub hands vigorously for at least 15 seconds, covering all surfaces. Rinse your hands under running water. Dry hands with clean or disposable towel. Cover your cough and sneezes in your elbow or napkin. Dispose of napkin safely and wash hands immediately. Influenza vaccine is available as a preventative tool. You can have that done yearly, once available. Don't share linens and eating utensils with a person who is sick with the flu or cold. And if you're sick with the flu or cold, please stay at home. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, or mouth if you're sick with the flu or cold and in general. Stay hydrated. Dryness can decrease immunity and make you susceptible to infection. Get a good night's rest. Sleeping allows your body to restore itself.
Keynes continued with other preventative methods.
Be physically active. Get up, move about. Manage your stress. Eat balanced and nutritious meals or foods, including fruits and vegetables at least 5 times per day. Hygiene at work or at school. Frequently wipe down your keyboards, mouse pads, phones, desk with a low-level disinfectant, not with antibacterial wipes. Stay at home if you're ill. Again, stay at home if you're ill. Clean hands frequently, especially after using copy machines, fax machine, the microwave, any surfaces that you come in contact with. If you're sneezing, please avoid your secretion touching other persons or coming into contact with other surfaces. Wash your hands before eating or drinking during breaks. Wash hands often.
Keynes advises persons to adhere to the guidelines listed in order to have a safe and healthy season. The Ministry of Tourism's Amateur Photographer of the Year competition serves to highlight Nevis's budding photographers, the possibilities for entrepreneurship in the island's tourism industry, and is a creative way to bring about tourism awareness to persons of all ages on the island. The first Photographer of the Year competition was won by Sylvester Meade, who was presented with his award in March of 2016. In this evening's edition of the Ministry of Tourism's News Extra, Communications Officer Sheila James highlights how the competition has helped to promote Meade's work.
Sylvester Josiah Meade won the first annual Photographer of the Year. He's had a wonderful year. He now has a selection of postcards which are being sold exclusively at the Four Seasons Resort Nevis gift shop. He was also a guest photographer at the Nevis Blues Festival in April. He's had his winning photographs on exhibition in some of Nevis's luxurious hotel lobbies and also select bank foyers. Sylvester was also in production with the Ministry of Tourism as a featured photographer at the Heritage Village in Fothergills and also Deborah Tiro's et al. Art Gallery in Charlestown, Nevis. Sylvester photographed the UK Ten & Lee exclusive Monokini swimwear line on location at Lovers Beach in August. His pictures were used to market the exclusive swimwear line globally. Sylvester's work is being enjoyed worldwide and he continues to strive to be his ultimate best. He loves nature and that is where he feels most comfortable, but the spectrum of work he has exhibited so far speaks volumes. Sylvester's winning pictures are currently on display at the Vance Emery International Airport until the end of March 2017, and then the pictures will take up permanent residence at the Ministry of Tourism's first floor Social Security building at Pinney's Estate. Sylvester is expected to attend the ceremony in March 2017 to hand over the mantle to the next winner of the 2017-2018 Ministry of Tourism Amateur Photographer of the Year.
The Ministry of Tourism's second annual Amateur Photographer of the Year competition has already been launched. For more information, contact the Ministry's Communications Officer by emailing shelagjes@niagov.com or calling 469-5521 extension 6447. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Fredisa Library. Thank you for viewing.
At a loss as to what's going on in Nevis? Tune into NNC on NTV. Don't worry if you don't have cable either. NNC will bring the news to you wherever you are. Facebook and Facebook Live. YouTube and YouTube Live. NevisTVOnline.com. Roku app, NTV mobile app, Smart TV, Apple TV, and any other IPTV platforms. When me ANC and you ANC, NNC.
Reviving our culture, sustaining our heritage. The GINGERAMA Committee proudly presents the contestants for the 2016 Miss GINGERAMA Queen Pageant. Dorisi Liebert, contestant number 1. Theola Vanterpool, your contestant number 2. Sabrina R, contestant number 3. And Zai Kelly, contestant number 4. Showtime Friday, December 16, 8 p.m. at the GINGERAMA Village.